Hey guys, Cosmo here. So I've been seeing a lot of people making, ranking lists or tier lists, so I thought I'd make my own on, the best characters in Apex Legends. So I'm going to do that real quick. Really fast, I want to say, before anybody gets offended, because I know there's going to be at least one or two people that are offended. I am basing this list off on how useful the characters are to the team and how good their movement is, because remember, this is Apex Legends and the most important thing on this game is movement. Because let's be honest, if you are by yourself, your two teammates are eliminated, the best thing you want to do is survive, and it is extremely hard to survive as a Caustic or a Gibby by yourself in this game. So I'm going to be basing the ranking on movement and how useful you are to the team. Alright, here we go. At the bottom of the list we have Crypto, because do I even need to explain myself? Crypto is still terrible. He has been since the game has come out, and I honestly don't know what changes they could do to make this character good, but I think he's the worst legend in Apex. Usually if you see a person playing Crypto, they are terrible. They're literally only good for like getting your banner. Anyway, that's my opinion on him. Same with Bloodhound. He is just not good. All he can do literally is just scan. I just don't think he's at that level of other legends. I don't know, what do you guys think? Now, this next one, people are probably going to disagree with me, but I just feel Valkyrie is still kind of useless. Like, I know a lot of pro players and high-ranked players use her, but they really only use her just to escape. I think she's useless in her jetpack. Like, I can beam her easy in her jetpack. She's just not up there with the other movement legends, so I feel she could be better. But yeah, that's my opinion on her. Vantage, I want to put higher up there on the list, but I can't with good conscience do that, because her ability just to begin, jumping just takes way too long. So she's just, again, not up there with the other movement characters. But I think this character has so much potential. Loba is going to be next, right there next to Vantage, because again, she is really good, but more used as like a support character, to get ammo, to get shields, just to get loot really, because let's be honest, her bracelet is still too slow and doesn't get you that far, so she's not that good for like getting away or movement wise. And I think movement on this game is very, very important. I'm gonna put Lifeline and Newcastle right next to each other, because they are very, very good for rezzing and like, they get you right back into the fight immediately. Whenever I'm going against a Lifeline and I see that they already rezzed their teammate, I get super pissed. Same with Newcastle. I always get mad when I see one of those guys on the enemy team. I don't know about you guys. Speaking of annoying characters, I don't like Caustic or Catalyst. They are super annoying and, really good trap characters. So I gotta put them up there, because they can hold down a building, and you know for a fact when they're on the enemy team, you are annoyed. Let's be honest. I gotta put Rampart down here, because just based on the people that play her, let's be real, they're newbie, bro. They pull out Sheila at the last second. They try to rely on Sheila. It's cringe, and they're easy to eliminate. So that's why I gotta put her down there. But first things first, I'm live every weekend and I am hosting Apex Legends Customs. Anyone is welcome to join, so if you guys want to join up, come join on the TikTok live. I'm live every weekend. We also do Marvel Rivals Customs. We do Rainbow Six Customs. We do Fall Guys Customs. We even do Rocket League Customs. I'm trying to do customs for all games. If you guys are, wanting to join and play or just want to talk, come on, join on the TikTok live on the weekends. Again, I go live every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on TikTok at COSMOBRUH on TV. But let's get right back to the video. Watson, I'm going to put up here. I don't know why they didn't put her up there when I was putting Caustic and Catalyst. Same with Conduit. She's going to be up here, because they are really good characters, especially Conduit. In a 1v1 situation, you get beamed, you beam the other person, you use your ability, you already have more shield than them. It's just very convenient. And same with Watson, you can hold down a building really, really good. Now Mirage, I like to call him a one-trick character, so I don't like putting him up here, but I have to be honest with myself. Mirage is really good right now. He goes invisible when he revives, so he is a pain to play against when he's on the enemy team, so I have to put him up there. I still think he's a one-trick character though. Gibby, I'm going to put at A tier as well because he is a really, really good medic. I don't know why I didn't put him up there when I was putting Lifeline and Newscastle. Gibby has a whole bubble. It can cover, you know, a lot of area, and you can revive and get a full reset. It's just beautiful. I love Gibby. Alter and Seer I'm going to put up there as well, but I still think these characters' movement just not there up to par to, you know, with S tier. I just don't think they're useful like that. You know what I mean? But they are still really, really good characters, especially Seer. They buffed him again, and he's back to his glory. Now, Bangalore, Pathfinder, Axel, all these characters with the movement, they are going up in S tier because that's what this game is literally about. It's all about movement. So in my opinion, if your character doesn't have the movement, they're kind of useless. Let's be honest. Like, they're usually used more as a support character if they're not a movement character. Like, they're just used for like reviving and healing and stuff like that. Fuse I'm gonna put at A tier. He's got some movement, but he's still not up there with, you know, S tier. I don't see that very many good Fuse players. I don't know about you guys, but he's not like crazy good yet. But he's getting there. Now, Ballistic, Revenant, and Sparrow, come on, they're going in S tier. And I know what you're saying. Ballistic doesn't have any movement, right? Bro, his ability is so good for 1v1s. You can literally win every 1v1 fight if you use his ability correctly and at the right time. You're gonna win that 1v1 fight. So that's why I gotta put him up in S tier, because he's good for fighting. Again, a lot of the way I'm ranking these characters is based on movement and how they do in the game, you know, because, and like the players that play them. That's another way I'm ranking them, because you got to keep in mind when you're playing Apex, if you do not have movement and you're caught in the open by another team, you're literally screwed if you don't have movement. So that's why I'm putting the support characters and all of them a little bit lower than the movement players, because they're just not as useful as these movement characters when you're on your own, especially when you're solo. If your team's eliminated and now you're by yourself, you ever try surviving as a caustic by yourself? It's incredibly hard. So that's why I gotta put them, lower. It's way easier to survive as a Pathfinder, an Octane, a Revenant, any of these movement characters. And last but not least, Wraith. Now, I know what you're thinking, she should be higher on the ranking, but let's be real, she's still not back to her glory. I think they could do a little bit more for her, and I think she'll be perfect. But again, in my opinion, all the characters in Apex right now are incredibly good. A lot of them are really balanced. I think they're doing a great job balancing the characters in Apex Legends, because, like, again, everybody's really good now. So, like, this whole change up in characters and what they can do is what we needed. I think they still got a little bit more to do, but they're doing great in balancing all the characters. Anyway, though, guys, I think that's going to be it for the video. If you watched the whole video, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I would appreciate if you could like and comment. It helps my video get seen by more people. But, yeah, I appreciate you a lot for watching. Take care, guys.